play sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
Gotta unmute the boys, you know what I'm saying? Morning, my people. I guess afternoon for some.
Right. Afternoon, son, man. Happy holidays, my boy.
You as well.
Hope you eat too much. You know what I mean?
You know what? Not this year, man. We didn't go too crazy. We went crazy cooking it, but it took us a few days to chop that thing down, boy. We went a little OD cooking, and it was like, yeah, not this too much.
It was just y'all, or did y'all have fam come out? Y'all
it was just us, man. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We woke, you know what I'm saying? You know,
We call it more like a Friendsgiving type.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I enjoy the day off from work. And that's usually what it be. And then it's just an excuse to just, eat, be greedy for the day.
Yeah, man. Enjoy the holiday, man. Like you said, sitting at the home, not having to work, you can't beat that. And then having Friday off too behind it, that's perfect.
Yeah, right.
4-day weekend, man.
5 day for me.
Oh man, see, everybody ain't able.
Nah, I can't work the Monday. See, I got this thing about vacation days, right? Or holidays. What up, Kels? Coming to work the day after your holiday break.
It's tough, right?
Like mentally, I just can't do it. So I always take the day, like the Monday after the holiday, or like whatever it is, or the Friday before. I need to get my mind right. I need to get my head right before I go in.
No, for real. I'm with. Nah, it'd be tough, man. But blessed to be around the family. You know, we went to my sister's-in-law house, and all the family kind of come over there. My mom come over there. My wife's family's already there. Her husband, my wife's sister, her husband comes, man. And it just be fun, man. We always have a good time, man. Get the fire going outside, be sitting outside watching the football games or something like that. So, yeah, well, but let's get into this sports, man. You know how we always like to start off with the dog report and the Gator report, man. So, tough game yesterday for both teams. Yeah, really tough for you guys. There's no bowling going on in Florida this year. Let's start talking about the Gators. Man, I'll let you explain your game yesterday and what you saw.
I mean, I saw a defense first half that was playing like they wanted, they wanted that shit. Like I was like, yeah, this defense. I've been waiting. This is the defense that folks have been sold on. Yeah, we've been looking forward to that first half. Crazy. I mean, you let a play here or there happen. Shit happens, but the defense first half was crazy. Offense, man, it's just like Billy just god damn dog. Like they don't get me wrong. Okay, so we're missing our starting center, missing our starting left tackle. Our two running backs were pretty dinged up. Like there's not a lot of depth at running back. Pretty much them two and the freshman. So and the O line's been struggling all year anyway, going against a crazy front four for FSU. So I knew it wasn't going to be a pretty day. But first half we ran the ball pretty good. It's pretty solid. Pass blocking looked like trash. But there was no plays to really stretch the field. Like whether we weren't getting the time, which that wasn't happening. And then when we were, they just were like, everything was covered. They were dropping like 7 in the coverage every play. And Max Brown ain't gonna beat that. Like most college quarterback starters ain't gonna beat 7 defenders dropping back. So yeah, man, it was just tough. And then the second half, man, it just fell off the rails, man. It was the unsportsmanlike penalty. First of all, when the dude spit, man, that was
Lions. I didn't get to watch the game because I was out there outside.
That was extremely, extremely disgusting, dog. I don't think anybody
a freshman? Is he a sophomore?
Nah, I think he a junior. He too old to be doing that shit.
Yeah.
He too old. Like you learn that like in 5-year-olds don't spit on people. So yeah, he did that. And then that was 15, and then it just started snowballing. Like from there, then it was not the sliding penalty because that came later, but it was like that. Then we got called for like a BS pass interference against Coleman. Then it was like another pass interference on the Devin Moore, which he didn't get his head around. And it shit just started falling apart. And then offense was always kind of struggling, but we have like, oh, cool, a little 10 yards here, a little there. But defense, I mean, they held Keon Coleman to one catch. Even Johnny Wilson, I think he had like 2, maybe 3 catches. Like they honestly, you can't be mad at what they did. Offense just looked bad. But again, I attribute it to 90% offensive line and 10% bad play calling. For the times that you did have opportunity, Billy just didn't do it. And then he did that stupid ass fake, that fake reverse stupid
trick play. He called a trick play at the wrong time.
Man, it totally derailed that. We did it's crazy. We got a safety. They kicked it off. We ran it back to the 40. Then he did a trick play, got to get sacked, grounding. Then we back with our 35-40. Like, it's like shit like that. It's just like, yo.
When you get that good position, let's not get tricked. Let's not get tricky with the plays. Let's get
especially when you just drove down the field running the ball. Keep doing that. So, I mean, it's just another example to everybody watching, all Gator fans are like that. Billy desperately needs to give up play calling. Like his X's and O's are cool. Like when you see the play art, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. This beats cover 3 and da. But when it comes down to like strategy, when to call, how to call, wrinkles and like changing shit up and creativity, absolutely not, man. That boy is not creative. It is terrible. So yeah, man, we lost in the fashion that was all we saw all year. We had glimpses of being good, saying like, okay, we have the talent, we can do what we want. Then undisciplined play, coaching issues, strategies, trash. I mean, they got phantom calls. We did too. That roughing the passer against Max Brown
was like extremely horrible in that game, bro. I haven't watched. I'm gonna go back and watch both games.
They were trash for both sides, though. Excuse me, because they called a roughing the passer or unnecessary on Max Brown. It was just a sack. Like Max Brown went to fall back and the dude just tackled him, and they called a penalty. It was a bad penalty. I mean, I took it, but it was a bad penalty. So yeah, it was a couple. It was a holding play where we broke for like 40 yards that they called, and his hands was inside, and it was man. It was bad all over, bro. Yeah, they were ACC refs, but yeah, man, it was bad. But we lost. Trey Smack missed 2 field goals. We should have been going into the halftime 18-7. We should have been. That would have been a totally different game going to 18-7 instead of 12-7. Yeah, man. So not surprised at how we lost. Disappointed with how we lost because first half was looking kind of promising on the defensive side. But
I was looking at the score. I was like, damn. That was what, 12? Was it 12-0?
Maybe something like that.
Something like that. But
12 because it was like 12. I wound up being 12-7 going into halftime.
Yeah. So at first I'm looking at the score again. I don't have the TV in front of me. We out at a bar and fire. And I ain't got no TV. I ain't even really got service, so I can't even really look at the games and stuff like that. But just from looking at it, I'm thinking that, damn, Florida State offense must really be struggling without their quarterback. Florida State offense must really be really, really bad without Travis. I know a lot of people talk about how good of a thrower of the football the other guy is, but it's not the same. It ain't gonna be the same without Travis, who a 6-year senior or 5-year senior, been there forever. Can't probably see every defense you can throw at him at this point. Do you think FSU is going to be penalized for that game, and does Washington get in over there?
Absolutely. I wasn't. If the way they won wasn't because. No, I'm going to talk about offense wise. Their offense got stuff because of us, not because they were just good. But you had Johnny Wilson going against our freshman. He had a nice little stop route. Cool. And then the run, like our guy hit the wrong hole. Like, like we messed up. Again, I think Coleman ran like a post, and not Coleman, Bell against our freshman safety. So, you know what I'm saying? Like some stuff is just like, it happens against the young guys. But their O-line isn't great. We were getting a lot of pressure on them that we ain't got on people all year. His throws and stuff like that. If they get to the top 4, they're gonna get demolished. It's gonna be embarrassing.
I really feel
their defense though. Their defense is solid against the run. They don't seem to be that great, but that pass rush, Jared Verse, Fish, they got a couple guys that can get after the passer. So
before you drop Ohio State down, if we're looking at the rankings, we're talking about the college football playoff coming out. Of course, Michigan, Ohio State was the game of the week. That was a great game, good game. Ohio State, I didn't really believe in the quarterback going into the game, and he just kind of proved what we thought he was playing against Michigan. But Michigan was struggling too, though. Michigan wasn't impressive. Michigan didn't really jump off the charts to me. I think they're the second best team in the country right now, man? It's tough to say that. It's really tough to put Michigan as the number 2 team in the country. But when I'm talking about ranking the top 4, you got 1 at UGA. You got 2 at Michigan because they're 1. Who is 3? Say Washington. Washington's going to probably be 3.
No. Honestly, I think they just swapped spots.
What you mean? You think Ohio State only dropped down to
Ohio State and Michigan? That Ohio State lost the game the perfect way that you need to lose a game to not be affected that well. If it was like a 20-point
tell me the impressive win though, KB. Give me Ohio State's most impressive win.
It's not that. It's an
because I'm looking at resumes. I'm looking at resumes when we talk about ranking these teams.
They don't, but we know the CFP has already shown this year that the resume doesn't matter as much. They just don't like. Or Washington would be top 2, if that was the case, because they've beaten like 4 or 5 top 25
and that's
teams.
why I think Washington does deserve the 3rd spot. I will put them at 3.
But I think
that 4th spot. Now we can debate about that 4th spot though. Now I think that's where it becomes debatable.
I think Washington. The only reason I think Ohio State drops only 1 spot is because you had a Washington team yesterday who had to win a nail biter against the Washington State, which is a 5-win team. I mean, to the point where Penix couldn't even watch the field goal get kicked because he was in his head in the locker crying because it was that close. That's not a dominant win. So you didn't really show me anything as far as Washington. Like, there's no style points. Florida State, y'all got saved by spitting and targeting and all these different things just to score a touchdown. You didn't show anything that should boost you guys up further than where you are. And Michigan and Ohio State went back and forth, like they always do usually, and it was close. So I don't think they're going to penalize a number 2 losing to a number 3 and drop them out the top 5. And
I just look at the rest of their schedule. Look at who they played, and they just don't have, to me, the wins that give you the ability to keep them that high. Who have they beat? Well, if you look at a Texas who beat,
they beat Penn State. They beat a Penn State team that was hot at the time.
Penn State.
At the
Penn
time,
State lost both of them games like the way they did, man. Whew.
Yeah, but I'm saying at the time, Penn State, they made Penn State look like they didn't deserve to be there. No, Washington. I think what Washington and Florida State, they're going to make them earn it. Washington has to beat Oregon to move. If Washington beats Oregon, I move them up to number 2.
Penn State is very overrated. Penn State is,
yes,
severely overrated.
But at the time,
for that to be your best win is a Penn State who's not beat anybody.
But that's
Big
Ten
best
issue.
Win though.
But that's a Big Ten issue.
Well, if you're looking at the Pac-12, you got those teams who have played other good and ranked teams. Penn State is Penn State ranked?
I don't know. I think they are. But Washington has looked. They look good against like a, you know what I'm saying, when they play like a terrible team. But anything past like a 2 or 3 win team, they've struggled. They barely won.
But they win though, KB. I can't give you that when Ohio State hasn't beaten anybody of that caliber of a USC or Oregon.
I agree.
Washington State, Utah, who Utah was ranked in the top 10 at one point. So when you look at the resumes, and I know you said they don't really use that, but when you look at the losses and the wins, it's going to be hard to keep a one-loss Texas, who's going to be a Big 12 champion, out over an Ohio State, whose best win is a Penn State.
Now you're going to the thing as far as Big 12, because they didn't play the Big 12 championship yet, right?
Not yet. It's going to be Texas versus Oklahoma. Texas lost to Oklahoma already, so if they avenge that loss. You're looking at their worst loss being to an Oklahoma team who was ranked at that time when they did beat them. But I'm going to give them a nod, a one loss. I give a one-loss Big Ten champion the nod over Ohio State, who's going to be sitting at home. We've seen this before, though.
We ain't there yet. We got a week to go for that.
You're right.
As far as Monday or Tuesday when they announce it this week. It's going to be Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, Washington again. That's what it's going to be. Then we're going to go into championship weekend where you're going to have Washington against Oregon, Florida State versus Louisville.
Louisville got whooped yesterday by Kentucky, man. That was a bad loss for Florida State. That loss hurt Florida State because now if you do go in there and beat the Louisville team, who's going to be probably unranked or maybe ranked like 15, 16.
If Florida State wins, they'll be in. Because you can't deny regardless of the thing, you can't deny an undefeated ACC champ. You just can't. Like it would bring no legitimacy to the conference playoff.
But you said Ohio State sitting there and they shouldn't move.
But as today, correct. But if they go on, if Florida State goes on as 13-0, you got to put them in there. If Texas beats Oklahoma, then you have an argument about 3. If Washington beats Oregon, then you have the 3-4 conversation. Then that's when stuff gets muddled up. But if Washington loses, now it's going to be a big issue. And if Michigan loses to Indiana or whoever the hell they play.
Yeah, they play Iowa. So if Michigan loses to Iowa, Washington lose to Oregon, Texas lose to Oklahoma. Lord knows you're not gonna get that. I mean, that would be chaos. Don't get me wrong, because then you're looking at a one-loss Bama team sitting there like, well, hey, our only loss was to Texas,
or
conference
if Bama doesn't Bama play Georgia?
Yeah, Bama could. Bama was a one-loss SEC champion. What do you do? What do you put Georgia at? If that's the case, because Georgia's been number one.
If Georgia loses it's a style of loss. That's what matters. If Georgia loses to Bama by like a touchdown or 3 points, then they'll be like, all right, that was a close game. That, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if they lose by like 2 or 3 scores, they are like, the style of loss matters.
Bama was 1/4 and 27 away from not even being in the conversation anymore.
But they're going to take into account it being rivalry week and being Auburn.
True.
They're going to take into it.
Did Auburn get beat by somebody last week? And we were all like, what the hell?
Yeah, Arkansas. No, not Arkansas.
It was the worst.
New Mexico.
Yeah, it was like something. New
like
Mexico State or somebody like that. So I really wasn't expecting that Auburn team to be on the field yesterday. I really wasn't. So the fact that Auburn put up a fight like that, does that say more about Auburn or more about Bama?
Auburn. It's I forgot what their game is.
Mexico State. The Iron Bowl.
The Iron Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, Iron Bowl always crazy.
That's just what it is. Like that. What when it comes down, like how many games have been won on the last play?
Last play, bro. The time expired.
Last year,
kick six.
Last year it was what, triple overtime, double overtime,
Yeah.
something like that. The kick six, pick six, like that's usually how it goes with those two teams.
I feel like that's a tough game to play for either one of those teams, Auburn or Alabama, right before your championship game. Like, y'all probably need to move that game because that game you come out with a lot of attrition, a lot of kids be hurt, so much emotion up and down. You can really be drained from that game and really lose focus on what's going on.
That's what makes college football so great, man. Because
that's why I love it.
Every week that shit matter. Like it ain't it. You better win.
Who wins the Heisman Trophy, KB?
Jaden Daniels, man.
LSU gets another one. Ugh. I like Penix. I ain't gonna lie. I like Penix.
Right?
Oh no, Joe Burrow. You know Joe came everybody.
That's right.
You remember that Joe was beating people by 40. And
his second year in the system, his first year in the system, we spanked that ass. But his second year in the system, when they got the OC, when Joe, it was different. That's what we're praying for in Florida. We're like, all right, maybe the second year.
We'll see.
But yeah, man, Jaden Daniels, man, he's just that dude is just a great football player.
I agree. I think they want to give it to Bo Nix, though. That's just me. I feel like I think they want to give it to Bo Nix, bro.
They want to give it to Bo Nix, but you can't deny. Like, just look at the team versus the player. The best player in college football right now is Jaden Daniels, 100%.
He's the best, probably the best quarterback, but best overall. It's some other position, other guys. If we really talk, Brock Bowers is the best player in the country. I ain't just saying that because I'm a homer. I'm just looking at all the games. Brock Bowers is the best.
Will he be a Heisman candidate?
No, they've already said. They've said. Plus, he got injured. 4 games and kind of missed them 4 games. If he missed them 4 games, he probably would be at least get the invite. You know what I mean?
He ain't getting the pitch treatment. No.
Nah. They ain't giving it to him like that. But yeah, we just talking about the best player in the country, man. There's some guys on defense that I think really are deserving this year to be spoken about. But there you go. They're not gonna do it. It's a quarterback award at this point. Unless you got a 2,500-yard rusher. That's
right, or 2,300 yard receiver.
Yeah. That part I can see, but at the same time, they're gonna give more credit to the quarterback, probably. But
Jaden Daniels, literally, I mean, when you look at what he did, not just to us, when he did to Bama the week before,
he's been doing it all season.
Like the man's about to hit. I think he's close to hitting 1,000 yards.
Don't mess this one up, Atlanta Falcons.
See, I don't.
Now that's translate. That game translates to the NFL. If he was just a runner like your boy Milroe from Alabama, I say no. Nah, not gonna do it. I'm not with it. But Buddy looks to throw the ball first, and that's the only reason why I would love. I mean, at this point, I'm just wanting the Falcons to do something. You know, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Y'all should have went and got Trey Lance the whole time, but
should have drafted the defensive player that was the best player on the board. You took a running back.
And then don't use him like that.
Don't know how to use him. God, be more careful.
But yeah, man, Jaden Daniels, I think, should win it. I think Bo Nix is this year's remember Stetson went last year, and everybody's like, wow, I think that's Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is solid. I think if Jaden Daniels didn't have the season that he had, then you have that conversation about Bo Nix, maybe Jalen Milroe, but you can't sit up there and look at these guys playing and be like, yo, there's a guy playing.
I had a video to play that was sent to me, and I can't get it to play right this second. Let me see. I'm gonna try. Let me see if it'll work this way. But there was a video sent to me, and I was like, I did forget that KB said that, but somebody took a clip, chopped up your word, and they were like, oh, didn't KB say this? And I was like, damn. He did say that Florida was gonna have an 8-win season. That is what
yes. You ain't gotta play the video 1,000%. What do you mean?
Let me see if we can play the video.
And I'm gonna say it again next year. Are you nuts? I'm never not gonna hype my team up. Y'all are crazy.
For Florida, I think I see us winning 8 games this year. I think we're going to shock some people, surprise some people outside of the locker room. But people inside the locker room, inside the base, I think we're sitting comfortable at 8. As far as the conference,
that was your word, though. Florida State and Miami fans, listen.
Question. Wait. But question. Have I not told that line? Y'all acting like I backed up off of it. The hell y'all think this is?
For Florida, I think I see us winning 8 games.
All right, so look, let me read something to you, right? Now, mind you, I thought we were going to win. I thought we would win. That was like 8 was like a, you know what I'm saying? Like if everything goes pretty good, we win it because we didn't know.
Time, bro.
We didn't.
Florida wouldn't go bowling this year. I don't think neither one of us said that.
No, but because we didn't know really what Mertz was, what he was going to do yet. It was preseason. We were still kind of like. We still had the old line. We still had Goodwin. We still had people that were supposed to be there.
Yeah, KB stroking. They got he moved that goalpost.
No, I'm not moving the goalpost.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You a strong person. I know you move them a lot. You got a lot by you.
I ain't moving nothing. All I'm saying is that yes, I said that I thought we was gonna win their games because everything was showing that. And being a fan, I was like, yeah, if everything is going the way it's looking. Now, did I expect for our starting center to be hurt all year? No. Did I expect for our designated right tackle to leave a week before camp started? No. I didn't expect that type of stuff.
Now, Miami fans say that last year you told them that because y'all had 6 wins last year and they had 5, is that y'all were a better team and that y'all
they're
were
a better team this year.
They are better. There you go. See, KB said it. I mean,
I said it yesterday.
I went there.
Hey man, when it's not in your favor,
people said
when it's not in your favor, it's called excuses. But when it is, it's called a reason. You can have that debate. You can have that debate with the wall if you want. But no. I mean, you can't deny at this point. Like, yes, I wasn't gonna say that week 6, 7
is the seat hot for Billy. That's all. Is the seat hot because missing the bowl is huge.
The next was it November? The next 60 days, 45 to 60 days, will determine whether or not his seat is scorching or it's just.
So you say recruiting can save him, but I don't know, man.
I'm not talking about recruiting. No, it's not that. It's the moves that he has to make for the program, right? We have to hire OC. We have to fire the O-line. Like, there's things that have to change beyond recruiting because you can get good players on the team, and if your shit if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, it don't matter.
Let's see hot, bro. He's sweating.
It's
warm over there. Listen, I'm sorry because in the age that we live in now, it's about money and it's about making sure that the brand is looked a certain way.
Are you asking? Is he on the hot seat per the fan base or the hot seat per the minute? Oh yeah, by the fans. Oh man, his seat was hot. Shit, last year. If you talking to the fans, 1,000%. Niggas, folks have been calling for Billy Head since the preseason. So
since you guys lost
1,000%.
It wasn't that bad, but when you lost to Arkansas,
no, it was.
When you lost to Arkansas, that's when it was just like raw, like everybody mama came out. It was out the wood. Because I think a lot of games before that you won what you was expected to win, and you lost what you were expected to lose. You weren't expecting to lose to Arkansas.
But
that wasn't in the card.
By the time Arkansas
3-win team, and you at home.
Fam, I'm trying to tell you, his seat was hot before that. I'm telling you from inside the walls. His seat was scorching by the base before
looking
Arkansas.
At the schedule next year, bro, it's tough. You got one of the toughest in the country. Fam, if you got another 4 or 5 win season, I don't think y'all gonna put up with that, my boy. That's just me.
Now, again, there's 2 conversations, right? And
I don't think the administration.
I have insight to both. From the base, the public, from like the public opinion, 1,000%. he's on the hot seat. 1,000% he on the hot seat. Like boiling. Don't have a seat, my boy. Like you're gonna burn your ass type thing. Administration wise, he's fine. And
how long,
the people,
how long
the
y'all
people
giving
that
this? Because I'm gonna ask this because
next year,
you got Stoops. Well, you got Florida State, Texas A&M. You know, about to get them a new coach. I don't know if it's Stoops or not. Then you got Texas coming into the conference. You got Oklahoma coming into the conference. So it should be a little bit tougher conference wise. I'm just asking, man. You how long do you guys stay down there with the Arkansas and the Vanderbilts of the world before you be like,
next year
we can't put up with this no more.
Next year is Billy's
make or break.
His make or break year in the sense of if it's respectable. Say he wins like 7 games. Say he wins like 7 games, right? 6, 7 games. We get to the bowl. Blah blah blah.
You go 7 or 8 wins, but that's scheduled.
No. I'm not going that high.
He needs an extension.
No, if he wins 6, 7 games, that'll be enough to get to his final year. Anything under 6 games, he's probably gone. Realistically, anything above 6, 7 games is like, oh shit, we good. Like it's renew contract time. Give him an extra. Maybe that 1 year. Let him. Maybe extend them during the off season of the next year type thing. But next year is where they said rubber meets the road, where everything is coming to fruition.
Yeah, he got to, bro.
You've had the excuse. You've had so the excuses thus far have been able to carry you. It's been the first year was first year head coach excuse, right? Cool. It is what it is. Second year, we're young. Look all the freshmen we're playing. We got freshmen, and all that stuff. Cool. You can use that excuse. Next year, you can't use that because all these freshmen that are getting burnt and toasted and ran over and all that shit this year, next year, they can't. Next year, it should be, oh, we good. You should have learned from all of the beatings. Now, I do. Again, my thing is his future for me is determined what happens in the next 45 days. Starting today.
We'll revisit this in 60 days and we'll give him a little bit more time and we'll see.
By the end of January, I'm gonna be like, nah, bro.
NFC, man. Are the Eagles the best team in the NFC right now?
Shit, you can't tell me that they ain't. I mean, the
Cowboys I got a team I can make an argument for, but I'm just
Cowboys look solid.
But every win they've got as a team, they have no wins against a team with a winning record. It's tough for me to say Dallas is going to be able to sustain that and be like, yeah, they're the best team when they really haven't beat anybody who's been competent on both sides of the football. So that's tough. Yeah, they beat the teams in their division. But outside of Philadelphia, look at Washington. They're a dumpster fire. The Giants, I could probably go play quarterbacks for the Giants. That's my team. I'm going with San Francisco. If I'm talking about the NFC, I'm talking about just a complete team. I'm going with San Francisco.
San Francisco
adding Chase to that D line with Bosa and Armstead, man, listen, them boys D line is going. They'll give any team fits. And when it comes to Dallas and the Eagles, their game is so predicated off downfield action and play action passes. If you have a D-line that's eating up the running game and stopping the run and making you one-dimensional, you can sit on routes. And you know that. When them DBs get to sitting on routes and they know you got to get the ball out fast because you can't hold it to get the ball downfield, I don't know, man. I like San Francisco. I like what they've done. And I think they got a bad taste in their mouth from last year, and they're looking to avenge that.
I think we're seeing what we expect to see from them. I don't think nobody's surprised me yet. Like when you look at Philly, they look resilient. They look like the Philly. They don't necessarily look like the Philly of last year. It ain't coming as smooth as it was last year. But I think, you know what I'm saying? I think they're getting more battle tested this year. I think you're getting a way more battle tested Eagles team. They have to find ways to win. San Fran, Dallas, they look like how they looked last year. Like Dallas always looks good regular season. Like we all know that. They're always going to win 13, 14 games, 12 games because that's what they do. Then it's the playoffs for them. Same thing with the 49ers. They're going to always win their division. If not, then it's just because the Rams.
Oh, I think Gino got something to say about that. Now, hold on.
I don't know, man. They got some ways to go, but it's the playoffs, and usually for them it's the conference championship. Usually for them it's going to the Super Bowl or not. That's been the 49ers for the shit since
Kyle got there.
Yeah,
since Kyle and John Lynch got there. You can say after that first year, but I think this is the first time the 49ers really have their quarterback. Now, remember, mind you, I really say the only reason they lost last year in Philly was because old boy got hurt.
No.
So we ain't got no faith in Dak.
Now,
question. Dak has been playing great. Like he's been on fire.
Like Dak. We know who Dak is.
Yeah, we know that they're gonna do that.
We can close our eyes and be like, yeah. You look at the schedule, all right, yeah, they're gonna win. They'll probably win the division, or they'll be like a game or two out. But what he gonna do in the playoffs?
No, Kevin, that wasn't sneaky. Yeah, that's front row. And he hit
you. Yeah, no, that wasn't sneaky at all.
Can you imagine going from a Washington team where you already have a dominant D-line you playing with and great players to now San Francisco, who's in the hunt, and now you get to play with those same kind of defenders behind, and you got Wagner behind you.
He said that he was not mad at the trade.
I bet he wasn't.
He was not mad.
Would now, I don't know if he didn't resign yet. You ever been to San Francisco?
No, but I heard they need a Batman. That's what Dave Chappelle said.
I mean, like this, if you cross that bridge, you right there in Oakland, and you better probably go on back the other way. So, for real.
But yeah, no.
They got a good part, they got a bad part, and it's like right beside each other. So
I mean, DC Fort Rich is not
you
bad.
Turn down the wrong street, you probably gonna be in a bad situation.
DC's not a bad place to be for a rich.
Man, I'm not fooling with that. DC is nowhere near San Francisco, bro. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you one time.
Chocolate City, nice.
Buddy, I'm gonna take you for a good 3-4 days.
But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with San Francisco being the best team in the NFC, with the Eagles being like right there, like 1A, 1B.
But for me, it's not those big names, right? It's not the 49ers, the Eagles, the Cowboys. Like, we know what it is.
I know the Lions. I don't believe in the Lions, and I said that.
Hey, man, the Lions, the Vikings, they're finding like
can't trust
teams. I can't. It's not about trusting them, but those are the guys that I'm watching because I
like Green Bay. As a matter of fact, I like Green Bay. The 3 teams we just named with the Lions. Who else you just said? Minnesota. Green Bay, I actually like Green Bay out of all of them. So Green Bay started off rocky, but you got a new offensive coordinator, new quarterback. You know, he got to get used to it. Time them boys, they looking now though. They won the last 5 games they don't play, just like Denver. Denver's another team that's getting hot. Oh man, listen here.
The Saints play the Falcons today.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I was gonna get into that a little later, man. Shout out to my boy Tommy, bro. Happy birthday, my boy. But happy birthday, man, dog. This is it. If you lose the game, you got to fire Arthur Smith. He got to go. If you win the game, you get the division. Can you get hot? Yes, but bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm ready to see all these fired, bro. There's nobody in Atlanta I want to keep. The general manager, maybe he cool, but yeah, man, the Falcons are in a bad spot, bro. Even if we win this game, we really just killing ourselves on draft position. And to me, because know you're not gonna win a championship. You're not gonna go into Philly and beat Philly. You're not going to San Francisco to beat San Francisco. You're not gonna beat any of those top teams. But somebody got to win the division. So that's how I look at it. And I think today is the game that'll kind of help determine that, or go a long way in determining that with the Falcons and the Saints. But yeah, Falcons. Let's fire everybody. Let's clear house. Let's draft JT Daniels and let's move on. Houston. That's what I was gonna get to in the AFC, man.
AFC, man.
Is Houston for real?
I think they are exceeding opinions this year, but next year gonna be I think next year is whatever they do this year is good. Like they're exceeding expectations. Like people weren't expecting for CJ Stroud to look like he looked. Like, I mean, he's looking like rookie of the year material.
Are the Panthers hot? Are the Panthers mad? If you're the Panthers owner, because you just bought that team, are you mad that y'all chose to go with Bryce Young over Stroud and you had the first pick to pick whoever you want?
No, because I think Stroud has way more weapons
Tommy,
around him than I think he has way more weapons.
Oh
around
yeah,
him
I agree with that. Stroud has a better team around him, but at the same time, just from a quarterback, he looks heads and shoulders better.
I mean, yeah, because he can stand in a pocket and go through his checkdowns and his reads, and he can give the ball
really
to
about that too, though. But he getting balls batted down. KB, we already talked about his height before the draft. We talked about his height. We talked about him being tall enough to sit back there in the pocket. Him being durable enough to take the hits and run. I just see CJ Stroud doing everything the number one pick should be doing. And if I'm the owner and I gave you this money and I gave you this power to make this pick, and you came and told me that boy was no good because he couldn't pass a test that didn't have nothing to do with football.
But I mean, when you have to, so going back right to evaluations in the NFL thing, I think we all were like, "Hey, man, Bryce Young is that guy."
Because we said that Houston, nobody picked Houston to be good. Nobody said Houston had this player or that player.
But that was based off of how they have been performing for the last few. Them having a new coach and a young new coach and D'Amico Ryans. Like, we weren't expecting Houston to come together and as a nucleus as of right now. We knew Carolina was going to stink. Like, we knew that. But then, like you say, Bryce Young, when you look at CJ Stroud won't looking the greatest last year coming out of Ohio State. He wasn't looking the greatest. I mean, he looked good. He looked like Penix this year, right? Like, where he was making the passes and stuff, but there was still some stuff you were like, man, he messed up here, he messed up here. Bryce Young was killing it. Bryce Young was Caleb Williams his last year. He was running around, hitting the passes, winning games on his shoulder and his legs. So when you looked at that and you look at the leadership and who he played against playing at Bama, he played against the Texans, he played against the UGAs, he played against all these teams and being successful, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to get him. But I just think when you sit back and, in hindsight and say, yeah, look at CJ Stroud. See, Bryce ain't got a Damian Pierce running the ball. He ain't got two sure old linemen. He ain't got a defense with Will Anderson on the other side and Bernard and
that's DBs another rookie though, man. Did we know them guys were gonna perform like this? Because again, Texas, you expect Will
Anderson. You expected Will Anderson to be respected. You don't expect him to suck. You expect him to come in and you don't expect him to be TJ Watt, but you expect him to have an impact on your defense. But then you still got the guy from last year from LSU that they got that was wound up being hurt last year.
Like, hold on. We're not gonna sit here and act like the Carolina Panthers ain't got nobody. Because D Brown's still one of the top 3 defensive tackles in the league. Brian Burns is over there getting to the quarterback. You had what's Joe Horn's son playing DB. So we can't just act like Carolina was strapped from talent.
Give me some offense.
Adam Thielen over there.
Right, exactly. That was their big free agent for the offseason, Adam Thielen. That's
you had McCaffrey. You had McCaffrey. You know what I mean?
You had McCaffrey. You had
DJ Moore.
Yeah, man, that front office.
So
now,
like
if I'm the owner, back anything, I'll sit back.
Owner, I'm looking at them guys. I probably got to fire everybody, bro. I'm serious. Yeah. I just bought the team a year ago, so I really didn't pick y'all. I came in, people introduced me to people. Now I need to get my people in here because
absolutely
y'all are making some of the worst decisions. Y'all probably don't set my franchise back 10 years.
At least 3-4. So
guess what? You don't have a first round pick next year. You've already given that to the Bears. So you've set my franchise back. And you hired Frank's nobody who didn't win nothing in Indy. Why they keep recycling these old coaches?
That's something that I don't like. The Ron Rivera I don't.
Well, you know, Magic Johnson did to him. Now everything they say Magic Johnson touched turned into gold.
Or the what's my man that just got fired from the Commanders, the DC
Jack Del Rio. He should have been gone. Football been past him. He was good in the 90s. Why he still coaching anything other than high school football?
Fam, I don't know what that circle, man. That coaching circle is different. But,
all right, so let's rank these AFC teams, though, my boy, because it's real interesting when you get outside. Well, really, the number one team, who you got at the top? Because a lot of people say Chiefs. I heard some people yell Miami. I've heard people yell the Ravens. The Browns got the best defense in the league, probably one of the best defenses in the league in years. Give me your AFC. Give me your top five.
Top five, okay. Give me Miami, Baltimore.
No order, or you going in order?
I'll go in order.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna restart. Miami.
You going down or up?
Miami number 1.
Wow. Okay.
Kansas City number 2. Baltimore number 3. Cleveland number 4. And that number 5, boy. I don't know if I want to check Buffalo or Houston. I'll probably go with Buffalo.
I mean, okay. So I'm gonna go
because that's what I picked. How? Because that's what I picked. That's what I picked. I give a dissertation. That's my choice.
I'm going Ravens at 1. I think Baltimore has shown that they're the most complete team on offense and defense. They can get the stops they need. They can go get the yards and the touchdown they need. They need to. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Miami at 2. Only because Jalen Ramsey and their defense the last 3 weeks, man, have been balling. Jalen Ramsey was hurt early. A lot of people talking about, Miami, woo. They ain't giving up points. But now with Jalen Ramsey changes a defense completely. You can change the style of play.
Shut down.
He's going to shut down your top cornerback. I mean, your top wide receiver, cut off half the field. He's one of them type of guys. So I'm going to go with Miami at 2. I'm going to go with the Chiefs at 3. And I'm very reluctant to put the Chiefs at 3 because Travis Kelce got Taylor Swift on his damn mind. He ain't worried about nothing. And nobody else can catch him. Nobody else can catch for the Kansas City Chiefs, bro. Nobody can catch. That man dropped it. Now, listen, I understand not paying Tyreek Hill, but then again, I don't. Because Tyreek Hill doesn't drop that pass. Tyreek Hill is still running with that ball.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I think in hindsight, if they had the opportunity to re-sign him, they would have done it.
You should have gave that man whatever he wanted, man, and just kind of went for that because literally, no, bro. I watched 84 drop like 3 first downs, and he dropped the third and 17. That ball hit him in the head, damn near. Well, 4th and 17. Fourth, the last play, bro. The ball go through your hand.
Right.
Like, come on, dog. So yeah,
Tony lost in the first one, the first game against the Lions.
So I'm gonna go. Okay, who I went? Miami. I went Ravens, Miami, Chiefs. Oh, this is tough. Because I don't like Buffalo. I don't like Cleveland. I don't like neither one of them teams. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars more than I do either one of those 2 teams with Cleveland and Buffalo. That's just me. Buffalo. So I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm gonna go Jags at 3. I'm gonna go Cleveland at 4. I guess Buffalo. You gotta go Buffalo, right? But I like Houston. I like Houston. Give me Houston. I'm gonna take Houston. But I think today's game between Jags and Texans will tell us a lot about both teams. Like who's gonna win the division. The Jags have already lost at home to the Texans. Now they're in Texas playing against these guys. But I think the Jags win today. That's my pick. I really do.
Well,
I think
if they lose, the Texans will have.
Oh, they lose.
The Texans have ownership of the just like a rivalry. It's like rivalry weekend in the NFL too.
Yeah. A lot of big games. Divisional games.
Yeah. We got the Chiefs today. We need to get that dub.
And they gettable. They're real gettable because the Raiders have Crosby, and that's what they don't do. If you got a dominant pass rusher, the Chiefs can struggle.
Yeah.
Talking about struggling.
Yeah, I mean it's a new energy. And
Denver
Vegas.
just beat them. Denver just beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs just lost last week to the Eagles. You can't be on 2-game losing streak and expect me to put you at number 1 kills. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna do it.
From what I saw, Crosby was
your list?
From what I saw,
he ain't playing
Crosby
today.
was from what I saw, that Crosby was a game time decision. So unless the game already started, then I don't care what Kel says. But Kel said Ravens, Chiefs, Miami, Cleveland, and Buffalo. I mean, it's safe. Now, my thing with the Ravens is I want to see what they're like with their tight end down.
Tom Munchkin loved them tight end, but likely it's not a bad tight end. If you need a free agent tight end today for fantasy football, likely is the guy to go pick up from the Ravens. I'm just throw that out.
So it'll be interesting, man.
Y'all not on 2-game losing streak, Kels? I'm sorry. It just feel like it. That was a catastrophic loss after he dropped that football on Monday night. That hurt my heart. They had a chance to stick it to the Eagles.
No, we didn't. We just don't care. Bye-bye.
And Ramsey was Ramsey's like first game back, Kels. Let's not do that. Again, it's variables to it. You can't just look at wins and losses when you do power ranking.
No. We know how it goes with them. Just wins and losses. That's the only thing that matters. It doesn't, and nothing else matters. Wins and losses. So look, what's next? NBA, right? Because we ain't got that much time.
No, we ain't got that much time left. The in-season tournament, man.
Lakers undefeated.
Lakers undefeated. Indiana's undefeated.
Bucks undefeated.
It's another
Sacramento undefeated.
Yeah,
Sacramento and the Bucks.
Denver got put out. I was shocked, bro. I won't say I was shocked, but I don't think Joker cares. I don't think he cares about no NC.
I think he cares, but I don't think because this is one of the things where it's like
I feel like this is a young team tournament because you get $500,000 per player. If I'm making 40, 50 mil, I'm really not caring about this $500,000 versus a young guy who just got a rookie contract. That $500,000 to him is, you know what I mean? He's thinking about everything he can do with that money. So I think this is the in-season tournament is more of a young team. I think Orlando will win it. You have a Orlando type team, the Kings type team, to actually win the in-season tournament. I actually like Sacramento. I like Sacramento to win the tournament.
I mean, I want the LeBrons to win. So let's go with the LA
of course. LeBron at this point, anything LeBron does at this point is
hit that.
It's just
39,
magnificent.
39, hit that 39K.
Because look, bro, we've never seen anybody. Indiana undefeated. Kels. Now I'm watching these games. The Pacers are good. Also, they Harbor something. Oh, but listen, he shoot that funny ass shot. It's going in every time. When I say he shoot that one there like this, and it's going in. Maybe he walking back, he jumping up and down the court before the shot go in. He turned around like Steph Curry. Halliburton. Man, that kid balling, bro. He got a lot of people looking like, damn, how did we not pick him up and we let him go to Indiana? You know what I mean? But the Pacers look good. Pacers undefeated. Orlando undefeated. Again, they got a lot of young cats who looking at the money like, wow, hey, I can use that.
I think the timing of the games is, man, I just think it goes into a little bit because it's not like a stop all play. We're going to hit these 3-4 games. It's like play your games. Then, tournament.
Yeah, every Tuesday and Friday is a tournament game. Right, That's different. It's different. I do feel like the players probably have to, they're having to adjust to it. And I think some of the older players, again, you guys it's a tournament. We care about the 82-win season where we rank that. Whereas the younger cats, I feel now, tell you another young team I like. And I know they got choked out 2 weeks ago, but Ant-Man and Minnesota boys look good too. The West gonna be tough, man. LeBron gonna have a tough time.
LeBron gonna do what he gotta do. I think the people around him, man. If they step up, they'll be straight. If not, then it'll be another early. Well, not early exit, but
you better trade AD.
I think a trade. I don't know if they're gonna trade AD. I don't see that happening. But I definitely
can see them going to get one of the boys from Chicago though. You know, Chicago's about to blow their team up.
Yeah. Give up that 2042.
Angel Reese still ain't played or practice.
I mean, if she's not eligible, and
is she pregnant, KB? That's what I want. Is she pregnant?
No, I just think she, her grades, like them grades don't get corrected in a week. And then if you're not doing what you're supposed to do,
you get that kind of cachet to go get them grades. Big Dion. When it's under a microscope and
when you're not doing what you're supposed to do within the team. So in the locker room, is some shit going on, and academics. It's like it's double. It's double.
It's on social media. Even in the locker room, it's on social media. They going at it.
Right. So I don't think this is just like oh, she got a D, we need to get her C. It's like, yeah, she need to get that C, but also she's supposed to be doing certain things within the team, like structure that she ain't doing. So I mean, hey man.
So we would just do the power ranking for the NFC. We did the power ranking for the AFC. What did we do? I think we did everybody. So now, give me your power ranking when it comes to Thanksgiving food, my boy. What gotta be right? If it's wrong, we done messed up Thanksgiving. And what meals you can kind of, as you do your top 5, give me your top 5 Thanksgiving foods that have to be on point.
All right, so for me, I'm gonna go bottom to top. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with the worst to the best. That stuffing got to be good, man. It got to be fluffy. I need the gravy to be on point. I need the seasoning to be on point. Don't give me no box. I want that.
Oh man, don't bring me no box dressing and stuff. Oh,
I need, and I want the stuffing. Now, there's people who put the dressing on the side. There's people who put the dressing inside the turkey and on the side. I'm an in the turkey guy. Scoop that thing right out that turkey butt.
No, KB, give me my own separate pan for that.
Boy, the juices of the turkey cooking to the. Oh man, that is the best.
You want real stuffing from inside the turkey? No, KB, I don't want that shit. I need that in a separate pan, bro. No. Oh man. Oh, KB. All right. Go ahead. That's your number 5. Go ahead.
Number 5. Number 4, the potato salad got to be on point. I need a perfect ratio of mustard, mayonnaise, onions, peppers. If you decide to do relish, however you get right, it can't be, man. I need that thing to hit on its own. You feel me? Number 3, whatever the meat of choice is, that thing got to be juicy and delectable, whether it's turkey, ham, chicken, turducken, whatever you got, that thing got to be on point. I mean, put me to sleep type stuff. Number 2, the yams got to be good. The candied yams got to be good. If you do yams.
I should have had that Charlie Wilson queued up.
It gotta be in the yams. Hey, it gotta be. If you want to do, if you don't do it, I don't even want you to try. Like, it gotta be like the yams. If you don't cook yams on a regular basis, don't cook them. If you don't do it on a regular, if I don't come over your house on a random Sunday and yams ain't there, then don't cook the yams. And then number 5, the mac and cheese, man.
Gotcha.
The mac and cheese gotta be right. It gotta be. It gotta be cheesy. It gotta be. I get the pull. It gotta when you heat it up the day after. It gotta be the season. Come on, man. Baby. And only salt and pepper. Don't put no garlic in there.
Listen, bro. That's what I'm about to say, and I was just about to say that. Do not experiment with that mac and cheese. I don't want no green bean to come out of it. When I go into that thing, I don't want to see nothing but what I'm supposed to see. Don't put nothing else in there, mac and cheese.
Noodle, cheese, butter, salt.
Now, my mother-in-law makes a separate, like a crab macaroni and cheese. That's for the people. It's separate.
I respect that.
Because it's blessed if you like. I don't like seafood, but that's the first thing that goes. Like that crab macaroni and cheese is gone. It's like people come in asking for that, looking for that, but the regular one be just as gone too. So yeah, let's not. I think macaroni and cheese probably is my number 1 as well. Like I don't want nobody to experiment with it. If you ain't used to making it, like you said, don't try. Yeah, we need the same person making the macaroni and cheese every year. Period. Number 2, I'm gonna put dressing at 2 for me. I got to have good dressing. That dressing got to be on point. Listen, that dressing got to be on. What he said?
Paprika is a secret ingredient. That is not a secret.
See, he in Germany, bro. It's different over there.
Paprika. It sound about. Get out of here. That's paprika's for the coloring.
Number
You just want to
three,
get a little color on there.
number three, I'm from Atlanta. And y'all know that. I love Atlanta, everything about Atlanta. I got to have me a lemon pepper fried turkey. I got to have the lemon pepper fried turkey, bro. I had that thing the last three. We put lemon pepper on everything. You know that. But yeah, lemon pepper fried turkey, bro. That thing got to be on point. Like you said, got to be juicy. You can't have dry meat selection. I mean, again, some people don't eat pork, some people don't eat this, some people don't eat that. I ain't telling you what to eat. It just can't be dry. I seen somebody break out some ribs on their plate. I said, damn. When we start eating ribs,
one year we did do barbecue a few years back.
We ain't did. I think we're gonna have to do that next year. I'm gonna have to tell the wife, like, somebody got to get out there. Now we had this. Now Unc came through with this barbecue chicken, KB. Boy, the whole chicken legs though, like he ain't cut them up and nothing. But that thing was perfect. You know what I mean? Unc came through with that. But yeah, the meat selection, whatever the meat is, got to be 3. I don't want no duck, Kevin. Now see, there you go, come in here with some foreign stuff, Kevin. I don't want that. I'm good on the duck, man. Duck. Oh, Kelvin, just stick with the turkey or the regular chicken.
You've been in Germany way too long, my boy.
Yeah, bro. He's about to duck.
Oh, man. Duck.
Number 3. Number 3 got to be the meat. Like I said, macaroni and cheese dressing. Whatever meat selection got to be good. Number 4, my dessert got to be on point, bro. I got to have a good sweet potato pie. If I ain't got no good sweet potato pie, my Thanksgiving ain't complete. I'm just being real. If I ain't got a good, I even take a patty pie. It ain't bad.
Look, let me tell you something. Just make this thing. It was Oreo. It started with Oreo dirt pudding. You know what I'm saying? It's like
okay, I heard it.
But we made it. She made it with white cookies. I mean the yellow, like I know what you're talking about. I love them. I like them better. I like those Oreos. I'm not a chocolate person, so. Me too. And I was like, yo, dude, she made that joint, bruh. When I say that is some news, fam, I don't care. Every time
we got that, we got to have that over here. We need
that joint is good. It's like the chunks of just. I was like, we went through that thing. I told you cook way too much, man, but we went OD on that.
Yeah. My dessert got to be on point before. My mother-in-law makes so many desserts, and she be making me like special. Like this year, I got this sweet potato cheesecake bites.
Perfect combination.
Oh,
sweet potato cheesecake. My mom used to do that. She used to make a double layer. She used to make a sweet potato cheesecake. So it's like it would be cheesecake with sweet potato on the top.
Yep.
She used to make that. I was like, we need everybody was like, I want one for me.
My mother-in-law do that, bro. She'd come out and she'd be like, hey, your pie over there. So I get mine on, take it to the car. As soon as everything, she know, bring me. Right. And number 5, the yam. I'm a candied yam person. I need the yams to be yam. I do. The candy yams got to be on point. Don't give me nothing, not no can. No, I need somebody to be in there peeling the potato, peeling and getting everything, the sweet potato. I need it to be on point and originally made. Like I said, I don't want nothing out no cans. I don't want nothing out no boxes. But if that's what you have to do, I'm not gonna knock it. It is what it is. Everybody ain't able. You know what I mean? So, they're my top 5 right there, man. You got to have the macaroni and cheese is number 1. The 2 is dressing. The 3 is the meat. 4 is my desserts, and 5 is gonna be my game. So,
man.
Yeah, that's it. That's how we rolling, man.
Indeed.
Man, we about out of time, man. Great episode, man. Great show. Appreciate everybody participating, man. Kel, Solo D. Again, shout out my boy Tommy for his birthday, man. You guys do me a favor, go to YouTube. Tell your homeboys to go to YouTube. Tell everybody to go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get this thing bigger and better, man. We need them subscribes. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Tell your mama them about it. You know what I mean? Just tell everybody Toe2Toe Sports on the way. Me and KB got the merch coming. I just set that up yesterday. So hopefully we get the sheet coming back soon. We can start pressing this stuff up and just sending out some things, man, to people. I mean, advertisement, man, free advertisement. That's all I'm about.
Yeah.
We sending you gear, man. Send it out, give it out, put it on. I give it out to homeless people too. That's just me. I go down in the city and give out t-shirts to the homeless because guess what? They walking around like a walking billboard. You got a fresh t-shirt, clean, fresh, long sleeve t-shirt to keep you warm. I'm doing it. So once we get them pressed up and printed up, man, I'm out in the city giving them out to the homeless too. We'll have it for sale. We have everything set up, man, where y'all can get your merch. The stuff is coming, man. It's coming. We got prototypes and stuff we tested. Got to make sure that the material is good before we start giving it out. So
right.
KB, man, some final thoughts, man. Take us home, man. What you got for us?
Man, I just got to talk to Gator Nation, man. To send y'all out for on the weekend, man. To the off season, recruiting and all that jazz, cool. But let me just tell you how close we were to being great. If we beat Arkansas, if we don't burn 2 timeouts and avoid the leg game penalties in 1 drive, with the issue with the special teams as well. Probably beat FSU if the players don't spit and be undisciplined with the impersonal fouls. Maybe you hit. We probably beat Utah without the 2 threes on a punt return to give them the ball back that leads to a score. We probably beat Utah. We beat Mizzou without the 4th and 17. We could be sitting at 9-3, second place in the SEC. We were that close, but undisciplined work is what got us there. So Billy need to fire himself as the OC and take a page out of the Saban Kirby book that he always talking about and sit his ass in that chair and look at everybody and let somebody else do that offense. If he don't get an OC in the next 45 days, he will be fired next year. Mark my words. And I don't want it. I like Billy, but if you don't get an OC in the next 45 days, he will be fired by the end of next season. I'm calling.
Yeah, I can go for that. I mean, you gotta. Yeah. What do you say? Your fifth was the fifth. I mean, my FSU partners told me to tell you that I told you so. Both of them. We had them on earlier this year. They told you at the beginning of the season what was gonna happen when y'all played, and they said they stood on business. And you tried to take their other quarterback out, you dirty joke. That's what I'm just giving you the word straight from them.
If they was trying, they would have. If they was trying.
Nah, they tried to kill that boy when he slid. Nah, they tried to kill it, bro. Okay. They tried to pull his helmet off. Yeah, KB, y'all come on, man. Y'all got to calm down, bro. Look, y'all got to chill. But you open up in Miami next year, though.
I always say the sun shines on the dog ass every once in a while. So
it's been shining on these dogs over here for a good little minute. Y'all better come in here and get somebody who can climate control. Starting to feel like Georgia's feeling real 2008-ish.
All I know is
the most wins in SEC history without a loss. 29 straight, KB. That's tough. It's gonna hurt my heart when we lose. We're gonna lose. We got to lose. I mean, it's inevitable.
At some point.
It's gonna hurt my heart.
But UGA might really three-peat, man.
It might.
I mean, realistically, I don't see nobody.
You know how
unless Auburn.
You know how lit we gonna be. You can't even get that name out.
Unless Bama, unless Bama.
You know that Bama team ain't built like. You see them giving up 280 yards on the ground yesterday. That Bama team ain't even built like the old, like they used to. You know what I mean? Bama definitely can be had. And they quarterback, he got better throwing the ball. He still ain't got it like that. And how they give up a 4th and 23, a 4th and goal. Bro, that got to be sick. That locker room, bro, can you imagine going in that locker room? Bro, I've been so hurt. That DB, oh, man. You probably got to hit the portal, my boy.
Or, no, the guy that muffed the punt that gave Bama the ball back.
Bro, you failed. Why you calling it down?
Bro, they did.
Get out the way. You ain't got to catch it, bro. Get out the way, and we good. Get out the way, and we're good. Just move. If you don't feel comfortable catching, bro, you can literally get out the way, tell everybody to move, and you good. But nah, you want to go to the ground, falling backwards, trying to catch the ball. Yeah, 4th and 31. Yeah,
that's what.
Okay, let me tell you. If any defensive coach or anybody watching, and it's 4th in anything, send more.
It wasn't 4th and 31.
It was 4th and goal. From the 31 yard line. Listen, put how many players? 11. Put 6 players back there standing on the goal line. You ain't even got to move. I don't care about you guarding what's in front of you. 6 players on the goal line, blitz the other side. Just don't let him sit back there all day long. Bro, let bro sit back there 10 seconds. You can't guard nobody for 10 seconds, baby.
I would Szn2, right? Against a guy. I would Szn2. I would have one guy as a spy.
Why, KB? He got 31 yards. You ain't gonna get up and tackle him within 30 yards? Listen to what I'm talking about. He has to cross the goal line.
I wouldn't put 6 on the goal line. I would put 4, probably 4 on the goal line, 2 a little bit further, like at a little like about 5 yards up.
Maybe. I don't care about anything that happens before the goal line. I don't care if y'all get to the 1 to 2. I don't care because it's 4th down and goal. You guys get the ball out of his hands fast, bro, and let your team come make a tackle. Y'all can't. It's 10 of y'all back there, bro. It's just bad, bro. Prevent defense don't do nothing but prevent you from winning. I'm sorry. That's it. That's it, bro. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man, tuning in, man. We're going to get out of here. It's time to go get ready for these games. Don't forget to go to the Toe2Toe Sports page, and you can sign up for the DraftKings contest that we have going on today. We got 2 contests weekly that run, one for the morning games, one for the afternoon games. $5 buy-in, set your line up in, winner take all. Usually get up to about $75, $90 is what we usually get the pot every week. So you got $5, man. Come on, gamble with it. Let me take your money.
Hey, man.
All right, brother. We out, man. Take us out of this thing, my boy.
Till next time.
Peace.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.